beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of the Nollywood Show. My name is China Loromogo, as you know, or you don't know, I'm not sure, but I am very, very excited to be here. Just last week, we launched our debut edition. This is the break of big things for the industry, with us having bigger conversations about Nollywood, trends in the industry, and every other wholesome conversation we are going to be having on this show. This is one of the big things to happen to Nollywood. The Nollywood Show is here to stay, and I'm happy that you will be a part of this. Today we have someone who is going to take us to another level of our conversation this afternoon. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, I'll introduce to you my guest, our guest today. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Nollywood Show. My name is China Loromogo, someone who you'll be seeing a lot on this show. And like I said, tonight we have someone who's very, I'm not sure who he is yet, but he is someone who's very exciting. Why? Because few months ago, all of Nigeria, everyone who is a Nigerian, even people from other West African countries, watched this particular movie. It was on everybody's lips. Everybody was talking about it in gatherings. In fact, it was the subject of some breakups, the breakup of some relationships, and many conversations in office spaces. Everywhere. This movie was on everybody's lips. But before I talk about what movie that was, let me take you on a trip down memory lane on who my guest is today. So he is a renowned Nigerian film producer and director with over 2 decades hands-on experience in Nollywood, known for his compelling storytelling and focus on authentic African narratives. He has significantly influenced the modern Nigerian film industry. In 2014, he founded True Vision Pictures, partnering with major studios like Rock Studios and DSTV Originals. He has received critical acclaim, including 2 AMVCA nominations for Derailed and Witness Box, and a TINFF nomination for his short film Dirty December to Remember. And the one we have been waiting for. In 2025, his hit film, Love in Every Word, drew over 25 million YouTube views in 2 months, while his latest film, Older Bridesmaid, is streaming on Amazon Prime Video. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mummies and daddies, everyone listening to the sound of my voice today, join me and make welcome the director of the hit film on YouTube, Love in Every Word. I mean Odogwu Paranraa. Let's welcome Stanley Obi.
Thank you.
Hello. Good evening. What is it?
That was
afternoon?
an amazing intro.
You gave it to me. I just had to put the enunciation where it's
Thank
supposed
you.
to be.
Thank you.
It is an honor to have you there. You know, when I said the movie was in everybody's lips, I mean myself too, because I remember coming to the office like, who has seen the movie?
I never knew the movie actually broke so many relationships.
It did. Because why will it not? Because when we think about it, it showed what, for people, it felt like what an ideal relationship should be. So for some, when they look at their relationship, like, it's not like this. So they have to have those questions. So come correct. So Chukwemeka, why are you not doing this? Adora, why are you not doing this? That sort of thing, right?
Yes,
But before we go into questions on Love in Every Word that I have been meaning to ask, let's start with how you came into filmmaking. How did it start for you?
It started as a passion. At first, I wanted to be an actor. So I did got into the industry hoping to be an actor. So I did that for 2 years. I then discovered that I was a horrible one.
I'm so sorry.
So at a point, I discovered that the passion is actually storytelling. Yeah, I love telling stories. So that with that, I delved into continuity manager. So I did that for a while, and then I started a production manager, and then I did produce or manage some productions for a while. Then I delved into directing because I I was telling these stories. I mean, I was writing these scripts, and then I felt like the way I see them, they weren't, the final output, or they weren't depicted the way I had envisaged them. So my first directorial debut actually got AMVCA nomination.
That was
Derailed.
find it. Yes,
Yeah.
Derailed.
And then I actually won. Gave Meg Ottawa Best Actress.
Oh my God.
Position. Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you very much.
Wow, that's good. It's funny, you're not the only one who has said, who is the director that said they actually wanted to act first.
Yes.
So it's interesting that you found out that you were a terrible actor, but you
very
can
terrible.
see great acting and know what they are supposed to
I
do.
know.
That's
Yes,
the irony
I can.
of this thing.
I know what great acting looks like. I can get you to. I can get you into the element of storytelling, but I don't think I have the mechanics to do it myself. So I can just prompt you to do what I am seeing or what I think the character requires. But for me to do it, it's a whole lot of work.
Don't sweat it. I understand. I understand. That's okay.
Yeah,
so let's come into Love in Every Word. Let's go down. How did Omoni Oboli contact you to say, you know what, I think you're the perfect person to direct this film? How did that go about? How did that happen?
Yeah, I've been working with Omoni for I think over a year. So I've done some projects with her as a director. So I mean, she knew my capacity. So because I also have a very busy schedule, so sometimes she will call and I'm not available. So
Yes.
of course, we're one of the people who started the channel with her. And then I came in at some point. Started directing for her, and she will always bring me in when she will, her first statement will always be, "This one is different." This one is different, always. So for some reasons, my movies on our channel has always, done well in terms of viewership. Yeah, I can name a few, but let's move on. So this one came. I think that was my first project with her this year. That was in January. So I was called and said, okay, there's this script. We want you to. We have a working relationship already. So what they would usually do is, Afia, are you available from this date to this date?
Message.
Yes. I looked at my calendar. I said, okay, let's lock it in. So she sent the script, and then she said, please, I want you to read. I'm calling you in the next 3 hours. So I read it, and then we had a long conversation about it. I was so much into the story, and then we started the process as usual. But like people will always ask, from inception, did you know that this movie was going to do?
That was going to be my next question.
Okay, let me not ask
you know? Let me. Did you know it was going to do well? I think that's the highest, the movie with the highest views Omoni Oboli has on her channel.
Not just Omoni Oboli, in Africa.
Okay.
Nigeria. 26 million views and still counting in just 3 months.
So did you know the movie would do well?
I mean. Not up to this. I mean,
Okay.
God came in and then took it to the next level. So, but I knew that if we push a bit, this might get a lot more views than we have. So, like my culture and tradition is, I always make sure I put 150% in any project I sign on to do. So, of course, we gave it our best. Uzo came in. That was me working with Uzo again after 2 years. Yeah, I've not worked with Omoni. I've not worked Bam Bam. That was our first project together. Of course, we've known each other, and then we're looking for the right projects to be on, to work on together. So this came, and then of course Omoni brought the cast together, and it was an amazing one.
Wow.
The movie is everywhere.
it was everywhere.
Yes.
But do you think there's something that drew people to watch it the most? Was it something the movie represented? Because I feel it's probably like every other love film. There are many, Nollywood does a lot of love. There are lots of love. In fact, on YouTube, I think love sells for YouTube films, right? But particularly, is it the fact that the narrative was from an Igbo man's perspective and all of that? is there something about Love in Every Word that you think resonated with people that made it amass such number of views on YouTube?
Yes. If you go through if you see the film in a more meticulous or practical way, you would absolutely fall in love with storytelling. I mean, all the actors, they were on point. The pacing, the storytelling, the nuances that came into like the culture of bringing the idea of bringing Ndi Igba, I think it just got people more delusional. So
Okay.
the Delulu parts. So they saw something, an ideal. They saw something that spoke better way a relationship should be. That gave them that idea. So I mean love sells. People enjoy. Yeah, people love love. They like the idea of love. But I think the nuances that came with the actors, the storytelling, the pacing, everything, the culture, most especially the Igbo man culture, because that wasn't the first time Uzo was portraying
playing that kind of role.
So the chemistry between Uzo and Bam Bam really worked.
Great.
Yes, it really worked. And then I find a way to keep the story very intimate. Because if you check the draft, there were no major twist or turn, or you're waiting for one twist that would wow you. No, there wasn't any twist. So from inception, I really wanted to make it an enjoyable story. Okay. So it's a story that you enjoy the process. You just feel love. You just feel good. You just enjoy the character express themselves. So that was my idea, and then I was really glad that I was able to tell it in that way. So I mean, the result is all about that.
I'm glad you were able to tell it too.
Yes.
Right, but I'm curious. I don't know, the word Odogwu Paranraa, was it in the script from inception, or did you guys make it? I don't know what happened with it.
Okay, I actually brought. There was one of my friends growing up. We used to call Nosu Paranraa.
Okay.
So in the script,
Odogwu
I changed
Paranraa
it.
up. Okay.
Yeah, I changed it to Odogwu Paranraa.
What was it before?
Odogwu Rara.
Oh,
Odogwu Paranraa.
I'm not sure how that would have resonated.
Yeah, for me, reading it from when I read the first draft, it sounded off. I mean, the writer is an amazing person. He's not an Igbo guy. So because I am an Igbo guy, and I mean I have a lot of folks that I don't speak Igbo very well. So but I try. So but, I'm from Imo State.
Please continue.
So but I didn't grow up in Igbo land. So but again, I rep the culture. I love the culture. I'm so much into it. So when I heard it didn't depict. So instantly I went to my lookbook and I just wrote Odogwu Paranraa. So when they were after we were done rehearsing, and I almost missed it, I came back. I said, no, let's start again. Use Odogwu Paranraa instead of the
yes.
Yeah, because that's more like a tag name for major Igbo big men. So yeah, it's I think that depicts that vibe well. It best depicts it in a way that people will resonate. So and then I think that was the first thing that went out of control. Yes,
because
actually.
Some people don't even know the title of the film. What they know is Odogwu Paranraa.
I think the word actually sold the film more than the title.
Yes, that particular phrase, right? So before we conclude this, I need to ask you this. So a couple of people have a problem with the film, especially men.
Yeah.
Men have a problem with the film because they feel the film is for simps, or men who is just something to make women think that kind of love exists, and it's an exaggerated form of love. I want to know what you think about it. Do you think, like you said, you called it helped people who are into Delulu? Mm-hmm. It's a delusional sort of thing. Was that the idea, or do you think that kind of love exists?
Of course, that kind of love exists.
Can you hear it now?
Of course. So someone called me during the rave. Someone called me and said, I know, she's a girl, I know that this story was told by a lover. So yeah, but it was intimate actually. So I could relate because few of my friends and myself, were actually like that. We when you love with all, you just want the person, regardless. You just want the person to understand that I'm coming from a genuine point of view. So you pursue the person. That is the days of each wine, wine of
Look at who said you can't speak Igbo well.
So let me make a full sentence.
True. It makes sense.
So,
that's the perspective.
Yes, that was the era.
Uzo as a lover, a core lover.
Yes, so that was the era I grew up. So growing up, when we don't love sparingly.
You go all in.
Yes, you go all the way. When you just spot someone, you just spot a girl and say, I like this person. And once you say, I like this person, your friends begin to checkmate you. You can't love this person and love this person and love this person. Yeah, it's usually
right now. Bro code is now making you love everybody.
Yeah, we'll just hate you, even though you're married and you're doing this, and then we'll just cover up and not. Right. But then it was a beautiful thing to behold. True, I wanted the story to just take us back.
Right.
Take us back to the era of...
I would say this again and say it again and say it again. You, Omoni, and everyone on the crew made a beautiful film with love in every word.
Absolutely.
25 million and counting. That's all the proof. 26 million and counting. Yeah. What are we saying? Thank you so much. So that's it. If you are yet to see love in every word, I don't know how you want us to do it, but please go check it out and you understand what we are saying. And who knows, one day you will definitely be Odogwu Paranraa. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation or just take it to a different level with Stanley Obi. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Nollywood Show. My name is China Loromogo Eze. I hope you enjoyed our conversation with the director of... I'm sorry, I can't say love in every word. The director of Odogwu Paranraa. That's what I'm going to call it.
I think that's actually your best phrase.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to play a game. So on this show, we do a variety of games. Okay. But for you today, we're going to do what we call Who Would You Rather? So I'm going to ask... I'm going to give you like a scene, a scenario, and you tell me who you would rather cast in that scenario. But I'll give you options to choose from. All right? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's ready. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so first one says, who would you rather cast as a dead man who wakes up at his own burial, drags the mic, and starts singing High Life? I repeat, who would you cast as a dead man who wakes up at his own burial, drags the mic, and starts singing High Life? Chiweta Lago, Nkemowo, Ozarukwe, Pete Dochie.
Nkemowo.
Because he's naturally funny and who would do that very well.
At the top of your head, you don't need to think twice.
Right. Okay.
They are all amazing, but
I can't even cast Peter Dochie as a madman.
No,
please. Okay, so this one says, who would you cast as a lover boy who is actually an undercover detective? A lover boy who was an undercover detective: Timini Ebosin, Deyemi Okanlawon, Toby Bakare, Fowles.
Timini.
Why do you have to say Tim? That guy has been typecast a lot. We see him as a lover boy every time.
Yeah, because the lover boy side will actually sell
more than...
we sell the undercover detective.
So because he does it effortlessly,
yes, there is. So you will be soaked in and drawn into him playing the lover boy, but
not knowing he's a detective.
Detective side would come as a surprise. So it's just highest and low. It gives a twist to it.
I think Fowles would do well too.
Yes.
Fowles.
Yes.
I think he would. Let's leave it. Okay. Look at this one. Who would you cast as a female version of Jackie Chan? Female version of Jackie Chan. We have Nse Ibe Etim, Tony Tones, Adesua Etomi, Tommy Ojo.
Tony Tones.
Right.
Yeah.
Brotherhood gave me an example of
Yes.
what that girl could do.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So Brotherhood somehow uncovered that part of her that we got to appreciate. So she's
agree.
a fantastic
I
actor.
agree.
She is
Okay.
actually.
Finally, or not, let's see.
I mean, I can't wait to work with her.
Right. You've heard it. You can't wait to work with her. Okay, so this one says, who would you cast as a queen who secretly runs a crime syndicate? Who would you cast as a queen who secretly runs a crime syndicate? Funke Akindele, Iniedo, Nse Ikbe Etim, Toyin Abraham.
Nse. Yeah.
I agree.
Nse would do-
That's
yeah,
badass energy.
exactly.
Oh my
She
god.
would do a beautiful job.
And from what is that film? There's this film from Kemi Adetiba.
Adetigba.
What is it? King of Boys.
Yes.
So when she played something Randall, the wife of Lagos State's governor. God.
Yes. That was.
She was running the stuff on the ground for her husband.
Yes. She held it down.
She would eat a role
Yes.
as a crime syndicate
yes.
like mad.
She's an amazing actor.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so look at this one. Finally, who would you rather cast as a secondary school principal who runs an underground fight club for teachers? A secondary school principal who runs an underground fight club for teachers.
Okay.
Shola Shobowale, Rita Dominic, Shafi Bello, Bimbo Akintola.
Bimbo.
Really? Yeah, maybe.
I like control.
Okay.
I mean, they
but
are
we're
all
saying
amazing.
underground fight club where teachers will be fighting each other. Shola Shobowale comes to mind because she's dramatic,
yes,
she's troublesome, she's
Yes, for Nigeria.
Okay.
There's a reason to why I picked.
Okay. What's that?
Funke.
You said Bimbo actually.
Bimbo rather, because I felt like she has control.
Okay.
So she will she will give it a subtle approach, which would make it very, very powerful.
Ooh.
So, but with Shola, I mean, everyone would want to pick Shola. Okay. Of course, she has an amazing energy.
She's loud too.
She's
no
loud,
offense.
She's good. I mean, she gives us that Nigeria vibe.
Yes.
Like, to the letter.
To the core.
To the core.
Yeah.
So, but Bimbo would do, yes.
She has the
For me,
control
yes,
you're talking
she
about.
has control.
I should watch more of her movies. I haven't seen her a lot. So
I've worked with both
Okay,
Shola and Bimbo. So, but for this, because because of what I'm looking for, I think Bimbo will do it for me.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for
thank you
all your
very
contributions
much.
to
Thank you.
everything we've talked about right now. And by all means, we're looking forward to the next YouTube hit. I don't know if it's going to be on Money or Boli TV, anywhere it's going to be, but we're looking forward to it, please.
There's something really, really strong.
That's coming.
Yes, that's
something
coming.
strong
Like,
is
really,
coming.
really, really
You've
strong.
heard that. All right. We're looking forward to it.
Odogwu Paranraa was just a scratch on the surface.
Tell them.
Definitely.
You
So
heard
expect
that.
something really, really good.
He said,
Better.
and I quote, Odogwu Paranraa was just a scratch on the surface. Something bigger and better is coming. So that's it on today's episode of the Nollywood Show. I had so much fun filming this episode, and I hope you have so much fun listening to me on this show. Who knows who we'll have next week, but just tune in, same station, same time. Thank you so much. My name is China Loromogo Eze, and see you next time. Bye.